Mm. Oh, wait a second. This is my sound mixer. Well, that's really odd. Okay, let me check just again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Is the sound good in the stream? Hi Blue. Hello, how are you doing? It's good, not much. Starting a new game, well, not really starting, but playing a game that I haven't played in a few months. And okay, just before starting, is the audio good? Like, is the you know, the mix of my voice and the game sound good? Because I feel like the game might be a little bit too quiet, but I don't know. Hopefully everything is good. So look at my statistics. So far, 10,453 deaths. That's around 5,000 deaths less than I have in Celeste. Get the mouse out of the way. Can hear you just fine. Start a level and see how the game volume is. Okay, okay, I will. I will. So yeah, just like Celeste, this game does have achievements for beating. Okay, so you see these 20 levels on the screen? I have to beat those 20 levels in a row without dying a single time. So that shouldn't be too difficult. At least very accurately named in that case. Indeed. We're in hell both literally and figuratively. Okay. Yeah, the game's a bit quiet. Okay. Is that better? Okay. No, let's just continue. This will be a practice round. That's very okay. Okay, thank you. And that's always the problem when starting a new game. I have to fiddle around with the audio, make sure it's not like too quiet or too loud. But, what's up with this lag spikes? You have say audio settings for each game? No. No, it's like the exact same for all of them, but it's just some games are typically louder or quieter than others. For example, the volume that I had for Meat Boy when I started the stream is the same I have for Celeste. But apparently Meat Boy is a little bit, its overall volume is a little bit quieter. So I had to raise the volume. Not sure why, oops. Not sure why though. Cause like my first instinct is that if I have certain audio for a game and it works just fine, then it should be the same for every other game. But no, that doesn't seem to be the case. It's fine. It's not like audio is like a vital part of Super Meat Boy. I don't mind if a game like this is on the quiet side. The music's nice and all, but it's the gameplay that matters. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. The gameplay is where the juicy stuff is at. Exactly. Great minds think alike. So yeah, the lore of this game is pretty the simplest thing that you can think of. You know, evil guy steals your girl, and you have to save her, and that's it. And every single time you save her, she gets beaten up, and you have to save her again. Beef Chunk Adventures. I love the name Beef Chunk. That's what it is. Although, ironically, on these Deathless challenges, Meat Boy is like the character I use the least. Never played this game before, but I know it's hard. It's very hard, especially the first time you played it. If, in my honest opinion, even though I haven't experienced the entire, well, oops, I have experienced the entire game. Like I have 100% completed it already. I just have 4 Deathless achievements left. But so far this game is nowhere near as difficult as Celeste. Although the gameplay in Celeste is a lot better, I gotta say. Because this game, like, it's good. You know, it has tight controls and it feels like very fluid and stuff. But it has 2 things that I feel every 2D platformer should have, and this game doesn't have them. First one is coyote time, or coyote jumps. It doesn't have coyote jumps, meaning that the first frame that you walk off a platform, you're not able to jump off of it anymore. In Celeste, after walking off a platform, you have like, I'm not sure, like maybe like 8 or 9 frames to still be able to jump off of it. But in this one, no. The millisecond you're off a platform, that platform does not exist anymore. So that's on your list of played games. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to update that list. I haven't updated in like a very long time. Oops. Celeste Newer may have been inspired by this. Yeah, it's actually really old. Meat Boy came out in 2010, which, you know, might explain its flaws. Very little flaws, but, you know, flaws. Yeah, a small window like that can be crucial, yeah, especially in Deathless challenges. You know, it's those little details that a lot of people might not notice or even care about on like a casual playthrough. but on deathless challenges like this, it's very noticeable. And the second thing is, oh yeah, Celeste came out in 2018. Celeste came out 8 years after Super Meat Boy. And the second thing is that it doesn't have buffered jumps. For example, again, Celeste. In Celeste, if you press the jump button like around, I don't know, maybe 15 frames, let's say, before touching the ground, you will jump the frame you touch the ground. Let's cheat. But in this one, if you press jump a single frame before touching the ground, that was stupid, you will not jump. So more times than not, it almost feels like the game eats your jump input. It makes a lot of the more precise platformer like a little bit more annoying than it should be. Like Celeste is like 10 times more forgiving than Super Meat Boy. Oh, it's called Coyote Jump because it's like Willy Coyote walking off a cliff. I get it, yeah, it's such a silly name. I love it. Because how little physics tweaks like that can be make or break, yeah. I'm not really a fan of how the physics work in this game. It's like, you know, it's pretty fluid. Super Meat Boy is like very fast and everything. But you know, it's kind of hard to control in the air because you have a lot more momentum. Because for example, I'm just using Celeste as an example in all of this. What, really? Like if you're running to the right and you hold left in Celeste, the moment you stop holding right, you come to a stop completely. But in this game, nope. In this game you have a lot more momentum. It's like if you're going to the right at full speed, and you hold left, you take like an entire second to come to the stop. It's me ranting about every single little thing in this game. But I still think this game is a lot easier than Celeste. Mainly because all of their levels are less than 5 minutes long. I think the longest is, well, not the levels, like the worlds, the Deathless achievements. They're all like around 4 minutes long or a little shorter than that. And also you can, the 20 levels that you have to beat without dying, you can do them in any order that you want. So you can, oh my goodness. So you can get the hard ones out of the way first, and then leave the easiest ones for last. Which is what I'm trying to do, but apparently I'm bad and every single level is difficult for me. It's a good thing that you have a lot of unlockable characters at your disposal, all of them with different abilities to make these challenges a little easier. Really. I think this one, the kid, is the most useful one. Oops. Since you first time playing the game, is it the same to go back into it? No, I did a few practice rounds earlier today. For like an hour or something. I didn't want to get back into it like completely blind. Otherwise the stream will be like, I don't know, like 10 hours long or something. So I decided, nah, I'm just gonna practice a little bit, do a little recognition on the levels, and then I'm gonna do serious attempts. Yeah, the 3 characters used in this, well 4, are Meat Boy, the Kid, this guy called Captain Viridian, which is from another indie game called VVVVVV, which I also need to get back to it. It's a really fun game, also very difficult. The characters have different abilities? Yeah. Okay, so okay, let's see. So Meat Boy is very fast. This guy can hover in the air for a little bit, like hover at the exact same height. Fly Wrench has 3 jumps, each one like shorter than the last one. Agma has a double jump, but it's kind of hard to control and kind of useless because the double jump is so pathetic. Jill, if you mash the jump button, you can float in the air a little bit. The Kid has 2 jumps. Headcrab can cling onto walls. Joseph, I think this guy is kind of like a double jump and a hover combined, but it's a little difficult. Like it depends a lot on momentums. Like if you're falling really fast, the double jump is like almost not gonna activate. Naija is actually kind of like Madeline Celeste. She has like a dash move, but it's really hard to control because it only goes upwards, and then you can, I think, float a little bit. It's a little bit of a complicated character. This one's only useful for like speedruns to dash through obstacles, you know, for speedrunners who know what they're doing. Runman, this guy is the fastest character in the game, but I think it's more difficult to cling onto walls with him. Captain Viridian can flip the gravity. Steve can mine through walls. This one's really useful. It makes a lot of the. It can easily break every single level. The problem is this guy is banned in the Deathless achievements. So like, if you use him for a level during a Deathless achievement, it's not gonna count. You have to beat it with any of the other characters. And Mid Ninja, I actually don't know what this guy does. He's also banned. I think if you do something weird, I haven't looked into it, but apparently you can like finish any level instantly with him. Yeah, I don't really care that much about him. Really. Okay, is that a glitch or something? Why do I get crushed when I enter the platform? I step on the platform and I instantly die? So the momentum in this game is really bad. I think I mentioned that already. Yeah, oh my goodness, can I stop dying? Oh, those are spikes that kill me. If I die on this part one more time, I'm gonna lose it. Wasn't that part though. What is this game do? Stevie's game breaking. I know. It was funny because in one of my earlier Deathless challenges, I used Steve for a level without knowing he was banned, and then when I finished all the levels, I was like, "Wait, what? Why didn't it give me the achievement? What did the game glitch or something?" Then I searched up on Google, "You cannot use Steve," and I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Well, I'm just gonna go do that one level I did with Steve, but now with a not banned character," and I died, and I had to do everything all over again. Thankfully, it didn't take too long. Is tofu legal to use? I think he probably is, but I don't think he's able to beat like any of the levels, or at least like half of them. Oh, tofu. What a silly little guy. Is he on the character select screen? I don't think he is. Nope. Oh, it's called Robo Spin, this thing. V, air brakes, triple jump. Architect and arsonist. Why did they make his eyes all black? He looks creepy. Super dash, floaty, but slow. Fishy. Legal is not the same as viable. Remember reading about that back in the day and thinking it was hilarious. The Tofu Boy is just... I question his existence. Teleport. Oh, apparently you can teleport with this guy. Wonder how that works. Yeah, all of these are just Meat Boy reskins. 4-bit, 4-color, and 8-bit. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Left. Oh, I guess he can shoot enemies. Yeah, it's also kind of useless because there aren't really any. There aren't really any enemies in this on these levels. If he could shoot the sauce, it would be useful. How many? I forgot he was a thing. Me too. Just completely forgot about his existence. But yeah, no matter the character I choose, this game just doesn't really feel as fun to control as Celeste. And then the sequel that came out like a couple years ago called Super Meat Boy Forever. That was a big disappointment. I didn't even buy it, and as of now I don't plan on buying it, but I might change my decision in the future. Some quick reading, it seems like the devs changed the gameplay. Yeah, it became an auto runner. I don't know why they decided to do that. Like the gameplay in Super Meat Boy is fun. Like if something's not broken, don't fix it. Like I don't think there was like a single. Why do I sometimes stop in place and sometimes I keep running? I don't understand. I haven't known of a single person who prefers an auto runner or, you know, controlling the game yourself. This game was super popular. It was like one of the... Oops, wrong character. One of the games that pretty much paved the way for a lot of future indie games and indie platformers. Definitely, along with Binding of Isaac, which is made by the same developer. I really don't have any clue on why they made such a drastic change in the gameplay. Okay, that was weird. It works, I just have to wait the platform. I still don't know what the glitch is. I get on the platform and I instantly explode for some reason. Maybe they leaned too hard into what was trendy? Yeah, probably. And it ended up backfiring horribly. But you know, with the recent announcement and teaser of Super Meat Boy 3D, I really have high hopes for the franchise. You know, I feel like the 3D platformer genre has been really dying on the past couple of years. It sucks 'cause it's like my favorite game genre or type. Genuinely, if there's something that I love more than 2D platformers, it's 3D platformers. Because we still have the original no matter what happens. Yeah, you always have the OG goat. What the why did the platform not break, dude? That was so stupid, man. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is play level 14 onward, and then after I do that I will go back and play the rest of the levels 1 through 13. Because this level is probably the worst of them all. I wonder what laser cooked meat will taste like. Me too, it probably tastes kinda curious. I mean, how many like weirdly niche cooking techniques for meat even exist? I think it will be very good because the laser will evaporate all the delicious and necessary juices. You're right. But I mean, I think it will be definitely curious for someone to try it out. Only, you know, access to all the necessary equipment to do it. That was a lag spike. That was not my fault. That was a freaking lag spike. Come on, man. I mean, I heard about dry aging recently, and I am a polydent fear. Wait, what's dry aging? That's my first time hearing that term. I guess I will clear this level, and then I'm gonna go to level 15 and do the stuff that I need to do. I definitely feel like I should have developed a more consistent strat with this level, but the problem is those things, they are very hard to work around. It's just 6 levels I need to clear before I get into the easy stuff. It will be like... This is basically like if in Celeste 7B, I was able to beat the last checkpoint first and then do the rest of the level. So good. You can also kind of cheat your way. Like, if you feel like you're about to die, you can just pause and quit to the menu. The problem is a lot of deaths in here, you're not able to react in time to them. Like that one. That was lucky. You cover a meat slab in dry spices and leave it for like a month, then cut up the old parts and cook the rest. What the frick? That scares me. It scares me too. Like, what? Who even came up with that? I wanna have a talk with them. Okay, as it turns out, Meat Boy is too fast for this level. Oh jeez, yeah, I can think of a million thousand ways that could go wrong. That can and will most certainly go wrong. In that part, I just need to walk instead of running. Oh yeah, it's also something different. Super Meat Boy has a run button, where in Celeste you only go at a certain speed at all times. What am I doing? Apparently it works, but I'd rather just marinate for a day or two and not risk food poisoning. Yep, that's the most wise decision. I just said, no thank you. I'll just have it the traditional way, you know, the good old reliable way. What? Hey, I got a new best. Two-speed meat, hey. It's really useful, especially for Meat Boy, because you know he's a fast character and all. And but there are some characters that just straight up don't have a run button. Like for example, Captain Viridian, which is this blue guy. His run button is replaced with a invert gravity button, which makes him quite a bit difficult to control on the ground. And on the air as well, but mostly on the ground. So this screen sucks. The rest of this level is super easy, but that first screen is terrible. Okay, just trying to do everything fast. So better to leave the easy stuff for last. That one's done. Come on, dude. These guys are basically RNG. There's zero way to get a consistent strat around them. Like, even though they behave the exact same way every single time, they feel so random. Like in these two levels specifically, like, man. And I hate having a run button because that means I have to hold down a button at all times. Which is not a problem in Celeste somehow. Because in Celeste I'm always holding the... Really? I'm always holding the climb button. But it's not as painful as this. See? Okay, that was just me being... What is this game, dude? I literally just died by standing still. You don't get that kind of crap in Celeste. Dude, this whole stream this far has been just me complaining and saying how much Celeste is than this game. Like, I'm not saying this game is bad. This game is not bad at all, especially for its time. You know, for 2010 standards, this is basically a masterpiece. Oh my gosh. Dude. But with that kind of bullcrap, it's kind of hard to complain. Sorry, hard to not complain. Why do I die? By stepping on the freaking platform. I don't understand how that even happens. Okay, that was just me being bad. I don't understand. I guess I'm just... It's a glitch with, like... I was gonna say it's a glitch with the moving platform, but apparently not, because the deep breaths. Deep breaths. Just gonna wait that stupid platform is out of the way to continue. I mean, I forgot that before these Deathless achievements, I always set up a timer to see how long it took me. I forgot to do that now. Well, Maybe next time. I mean, I could still put a timer, but it wouldn't be accurate anymore, so what's the point, you know? Besides, there's a stream timer anyway. With great speed comes great hand-stretching responsibility. Celeste is more refined. Yeah, Celeste is, dude, 1,100,000 times more refined than this. Like, I don't know how many people this game was made by, but if I had to guess, it's probably less than 10. And I'm also pretty sure that it's kind of like an Undertale situation where like 90% of the game was all made by just a single person. Which, you know, it's very impressive and admirable and all. But, you know, gotta remind you that 95% of Scott Cawthon's games were also made entirely by him and only by him. And they went from like platformers to RPGs to point-and-click horror games. And as far as I know, they didn't have as many game-breaking bugs as this one. Maybe they did, but it's... But I was just like lucky to not find them or something. Oh, okay, how am I still alive? Never mind. Oops. Yeah, most of Undertale's team was artists. Oh, I see. But I think I remember Tammy was like one of the biggest like contributors to Undertale in terms of development. Okay, first of all, what the heck? Second of all, what the frick? And third of all, what was that? If only we could be as multi-talented as he, who is mostly remembered as FNAF guy. Oh, the good old FNAF guy. Who was mostly... Okay, careful, careful. Sometimes expected to be remembered as a coffee machine against robots guy. I know I'm gonna die here, why do I even bother? Okay, okay, dude, what's going on? Calm down. Should be good, I think. If not, then well. So this is really weird. Why does in this level the screen shakes only sometimes? Like there's sometimes an earthquake and sometimes everything is normal. No idea what the deal with that is. Calm down. I'm just scared of moving platform now. Like, I don't know if is the game gonna decide to kill me by stepping on this moving platform? Okay, that was a close one. Don't want to stick into walls like that. The world's tiniest and most precise earthquakes. So many things in this game that will probably never get an answer. Can you stop getting teleported? A lot of tiny things that are like, why does this happen? Why do I sometimes step on a moving platform and my character explodes? Nobody knows. Nobody will ever know. Okay. My controller glitched. My controller drifted and it started moving left. Dude, that's not fair. That's so unfair. Oh man. I actually don't even remember if I cleared like all of the bottom levels without dying. Controller I'm using the Switch Pro controller. But it's way too old now. I definitely need to replace it soon. Like I'm definitely, probably, certainly, perhaps gonna, after buying my new computer, which is a top priority right now, I'm definitely gonna get a new controller. Probably a PlayStation 1. Because that's the thing. All the controllers end up drifting. Well, no. Not all controllers end up drifting, but every single controller has a chance to start drifting, not only Joy-Cons. I messed up, I went too soon. Way too soon. The wear and tear grips up like the joystick on N64 controllers going loose. Oh yeah. Especially from those Mario Party 1 minigames that... This game sucks. Those Mario Party 1 minigames that required you to like do circles on the joystick. That Nintendo had to include gloves with every Mario Party copy so that people didn't get blisters. What a time the 90s was. I wasn't even alive. Burn a hole in the palm of your hand? Yep, I've been there. I love how in Mario Party Superstars they include like the tug of war minigame, and they had to put like a warning there to like, do not rotate the stick with the palm of your hand or you may hurt yourself. But like ironically that's probably the best way to play the minigame. Because I mean, doing it with your thumb, it's gonna get very tiring really soon. Doing it with your thumb is not an option. It's just not. How else are you gonna win? Riddle me that, Nintendo. Exactly! There's no other way to consistently win if you don't use the palm of your hand. Also, that fireball glitched. Yeah, sometimes the stage elements can also glitch. Oh man, this game is so freaking unpolished. It's funny. It's funny, but it's also frustrating when it makes me lose. Can you stop with the leg spikes, please? Now that I'm seeing Captain Viridium, have you ever seen or heard of VVVVVV? Or, 6B, its colloquial name, so you don't have to say the whole thing. Yeah, I've seen that play before. Yeah, that's also another I don't think I ever streamed the game. Oh yeah, no. I actually did stream my first playthrough a very, very long time ago. It was really fun, but, that game also has one of those so loved beat the entire game without dying achievements. The name sticks with you. Definitely the most memorable part. Due for a visit? For sure. But first I need to get my new PC. My goal right now is to beat all of the golden berries that I have due on Celeste except for the last one. And all the Meat Boy Deathless challenges, also except for the last one. And then I'll be worthy of my new computer. Oh, okay. That was my bad. You have a lot on your plate. Hopefully not more than I can chew. So right now, main priority is still FNAF. Because, movie time. Actually, well, after this attempt, I'm gonna take a look at the the list of games that I have. I don't know how much I wish a consistent strat for this freaking level existed. Okay. Let me check. Put it on my notes right here. Okay, Celeste, I'm already playing it. Hollow Knight, also one that I'm really excited for. The End is Nigh, another game made by the creator of Meat Boy and Binding of Isaac. Open Hexagon, which is a spiritual successor to Super Hexagon, a game that I 100% completed on stream. Muse Dash, a rhythm game that looks cute. Super Meat Boy, this one. AVGN Adventures, the official Angry Video Game Nerd game. That it looks super challenging and super fun. 6V, of course. I Am Fish, which is apparently made by the same creators of Surgeon Simulator. Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2, because Mega Man, I love it. Ahead in Time, I already 100% completed it on my Switch, now I have to do it again on PC with a lot of the Steam exclusive stuff. Ukulele and Impossible Layer, that's gonna be tough. Baldi's Basics, why not? Binding of Isaac, the original, not gonna get into Rebirth just yet. Just Shapes and Beats, another rhythm game, kinda. Mega Man 11, you know, just to complete the entire Mega Man saga. Overcooked 2, that one's on hold. A free game that I got a while ago called Parker's Holiday Profit Hike. I played it like 5 minutes on stream, but then I stopped because it was super laggy, but I really want to play it again. I feel like I didn't enjoy it enough. Getting Over It, a classic. Limbo, another classic. Little Nightmares, 1 and 2. Portal, 1 and 2 as well. And another game, You Have to Win the Game. That one I wanted to be the last game I played on this PC. And then for the casual games that I don't involve any tryharding, The Walking Dead, Omori, The Stanley Parable, and maybe some others that I have in my Steam library that I haven't taken the time to see. Oh jeez. That was lucky. Stanley Parable is so frustratingly ingenious. Isn't there an achievement for having the game on for like an entire Tuesday or something like that, I've heard? I wouldn't doubt it. I heard something like that, like an achievement for having the game on for like 24 hours on a specific day. This level is the worst thing. This and level 15 are the only ones making my life impossible. Yeah, I have added like a couple more games to my wish list. My Steam wish list and also my Steam library. I need to get all the achievements in Dead by Daylight, which are like 282 if I remember correctly. What's up with like online based games having a million achievements? It is not a small number, I know. And it's also the same case for roguelikes, like the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I think the original Binding of Isaac has like 90 achievements. 90 something achievements. Rebirth has over 600. That's why I'm like, I want to be done with the original Binding of Isaac first, and then I will get into Rebirth. Gotta keep the player base engaged for as long as possible. I mean, they're doing a good job at it. Dead by Daylight, I think, is like the 5th most played Steam game currently. Like, I don't know, like over 50,000 players playing every day. Not to be there, because no, it's always the same games that are there, you know, like Counter-Strike, Dota, PUBG. I wait for the fireball. Yep, I 100% it, minus some DLC, Vampire Survivors, and a roguelike achievement paintball. Oh my goodness. Gosh dang it. My cycles were off. You know, speaking of roguelike games, I've wanted to get into Spelunky. Looks like an interesting game. I don't know if it's like, you know, my style. Why did you stick to the wall, Captain Viridian? Are you dumb? Okay, now that I'm dead, let me just check something. Once that ball passes, yeah, once that ball passes, I can just hold right. Why didn't I think of doing that? I just have to make everything the hard way. That was, I think, my second best attempt yet. Come on, green thing, get it together. Dude, the characters are just not locking in. Like, if these characters had like 1% of Madeline's lock-in H, this will be so much easier. Let me cheat. I knew I was gonna die there, so I just switched characters. That's what I always say. It's not cheating if the game allows you to. Like this. Madeline's luck in it was off the charts compared to this crowd. I know, like, Madeline is just a single character. Here we have a whole cast of individuals. And they're not putting on a good performance. We need to keep it, boy. Of course. It's not a cheat, it's a feature. You're right. It's not cheat. It's a feature in the game that if the developer didn't care enough to patch, then it's definitely intended. As you know, just another case of a challenge that the developer 100% did not do himself. One Madeline is worth 13 beef chunks and a tofu. The tofu is the most important one. Hold up. Didn't break all the blocks. If Madeline was here, she will absolutely destroy everyone. You know, if the Super Meat Boy 3D has guest indie characters like this one, which I don't think will happen, honestly. But if it does, they definitely need to add Madeline in there. Does this game have feathers? Feathers? No, it doesn't, thankfully. That will be like my breaking point. Yeah, it's just your vanilla character with the respective moveset. No golden feathers, no anything. I'm so silly, dude. I'll let you do the rest of the levels. Hey, Matt, wanna join the beef crew? No, there's a lot of variety. We have a Batman wannabe, we have a crab thingy, we have a kid, the blue stuff, a boomerang, Steve, we have Jack Black in here, we have the star, we have whatever this thing is, yeah, whatever this one is, and retro. It's definitely a varied group. Beef chunk, an alien, a head grab, a block dude. Yeah, whatever that thing is. No clue what that thing is, but I mean, looks friendly enough. Kind of reminds me of a Wonderful 101 character. And I only know about Wonderful 101 because of their trophies in Smash for Wii U. Of course. Pretty sure that game was not that popular. I'm blanking on that one. Yeah, it was a Wii U game that probably like 5 people in total played. If it wasn't for Smash 4, I never even would have known about the game's existence. The thing I remember the most is that apparently had a Captain Falcon cameo where he was very fat for some reason. No, I'm kidding. It was Little Mac, not Captain Falcon. Because the main character's costumes look like Captain Falcon's. No. He had a Little Mac cameo where he was like very chunky. Where instead of boxing, his new hobby became cake. What a miracle, I didn't die. Shouldn't feel this relieved about not dying from just standing on a platform. Reminds me of like DJ Sir's early security breach playthroughs, where every time a story event was supposed to happen, it didn't glitch. He was like, oh, thank God it didn't glitch. Like feeling that much relief about a glitch not happening doesn't say a lot of good stuff about the game's quality. Guess Little Mac retired from boxing and took competitive Twinkie eating. Like, my God, come on, it's okay. I wonder how competitive Twinkie eating is actually. It's been a while since I've had a Twinkie. And I mean, judging by all the mukbang YouTubers, competitive Twinkie eating is probably gonna make him wealthier than boxing. Oh, I chose the wrong character. No hot dog eating contest or anything? Yeah, I've seen videos of people eating a hot dog in like less than 5 seconds. Like, how do they do that? How do you even discover that talent, though? I wonder, you're just like normally eating a hot dog, and then you're like, I wonder how fast I can eat this. You're like gobble it all down in one bite. And on that day, your new career begins. What the? Oh, wait. Oh my goodness, that scared me so much. Hi, Paviv. Thank you for the 20 bits.
2 cheer. X20. Starbo 65 cheer.
Oh, thank you for the 20 bits, Paviv. Thank you. How are you doing? Welcome. Hope you're doing good. It takes a lot of practice, I know that much. Yeah. I just imagine little Mac pulling an avocado that is vanished. Oh, jeez. I mean, they kind of have the same haircut. Now that I think about it. Like a very similar hairstyle. Probably we're talking about Twinkies. We're having a very interesting talk. I got to go to bed, so I decided to stop by and drop off some mons. Aw, thank you, Paviv. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a really nice sleep. Get some rest and good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I almost died. Thank you again, Paviv, for the 30 bits.
Paviv_streams 2 cheer. X30. Design 97 V's Gengar Heart Ohio.
Oh, thank you, Paviv. I really appreciate it. Thank you, and hope you have a really wonderful night. And I should have waited. I don't know why I didn't wait. To the Comfy Fund, yeah. Everything is going to a good cause. All of it, absolutely every single penny. I also, well, now that this attempt is doomed, I also wanted to show off a thing. So this, a little something interesting that the guy has, is that, well, you normally have 2 jumps, right? Like 1 and 2. Like 1, 2, and then you cannot jump anymore. Like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But if you're hanging onto a wall, like normally like jumping off a wall, you get 1 and 2. That's the normal, right? But then if you let go of the wall, you get 2 jumps, because the wall jump that you didn't do gets stored in your jump count or something. So you can let go of the wall and then do 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1, 2. So like sometimes you like cling onto the wall just like by a frame, and you can get two double jumps in the air. It's very useful. I'm not sure if that was intentional. It's an interesting character design. The secret jumps. You know, the guy is interesting character. Well, no, the kid, because in the context of Super Meat Boy, the kid hasn't become the guy yet. That's why here on the character select screen it says, what does it say? Not the guy. This is the guy before becoming the guy. So geez, I hate this level. It's so freaking dark. I thought this game is still getting updates and patches, so it's a permanent feature now. Yeah, although I think Edmund, which is the main developer of the game, Edmund is the kind of guy to, like, if the why don't I break that block? I don't understand. The kind of guy to just leave in the game any kinds of glitches or exploits that the community finds. I don't remember which developer said something like about glitches, like if our game, like if our playtester team wasn't able to find this glitch that the community did find. What? Speaking of glitches, what is that garbage, man? I was just standing on the platform. If the community finds a glitch that ourselves were not able to find, then it will be like unfair to remove it from the game. You know, there are a lot of glitches that are essential to do some speedrun skips and whatnot. Unplanned Easter eggs, exactly. It's a little Easter egg put by the developer. That's also a glitch, by the way. That was not a glitch, that was just my game lagging. Unless it's like catastrophic or something, yeah, unless like it deletes your save file by pressing a certain combination of buttons or something. If it's like a glitch of, you know, going through a wall by doing some weird tech and stuff, those sorts of glitches are fun to keep in. I feel like game developers should focus more on like adding features and stuff and content to make the game more fun, instead of fixing funny glitches. And well, obviously fixing glitches that break the game and delete your save file and make it unplayable and stuff. Kinda like in Smash Ultimate, where there was a glitch with Isabel, like if two Isabels grabbed an assist trophy with a fishing rod at the same time, they will keep spawning infinite assist trophies, and it will get like extremely chaotic. That's a glitch that I really wish they didn't patch. Walking through walls is always fun. Yeah, I love walking through walls. Especially in Mario Odyssey, which I haven't played in a very long time. I miss the days where my channel was exclusively a Mario Odyssey channel. And then became a time where my channel was exclusively a Geometry Dash channel. And now it's almost exclusively a Celeste channel. I've become like obsessed with certain games at certain points in time. Variety, focus, variety. You know, it's always important to, you know, shift the content from time to time. not fall into the exact same game over and over. You know, unless you're like a top speedrunner of a certain game. Then I think in that case it's justified to stream the same game every single day. Oh, but speaking of speedruns, well, first I need to finish Deltarune 3 and 4, and after I do that, I really want to get back into Deltarune speedrunning. I will say that I also want to get back to Undertale speedrunning, but I don't know about that. I feel like I already did all the categories that I like. I think the one Undertale category that I didn't do was all major endings, which is probably like 3 or 4 hours long. One day I might do it though. There's some people who only play one game all the time forever, and I don't know how they do it. I don't know how either. Like playing the exact same game for 10 hours a day, every single day without break. I guess they must really enjoy it. They must really love it, but I mean, I really love Celeste, but if I played it for 12 hours a day, I feel like I will get sick of it. Especially if it's the exact same level. I mean, I guess online multiplayer games are sort of an exception, because that didn't count as me dying, right? No, that didn't count as me dying. That counted as me dying, though. Okay. Man, if my controller hadn't drifted on that one level with Captain Viridian, I would have won already. Controller drift sucks. Like 20, 15 and 16. As long as I'm able to do those 3 levels, I'm good to go for the rest of the run. Right now, ain't nor way. Ain't nor way. Yeah, online multiplayer games tend to have a lot of different things going on every time by virtue of having other players. I mean, like a Link to the Past players only play that always. Yeah, the single player game, like, personally I don't really play, like, replay games. Because, you know, so what I'm saying, 15, 16 and 20 are the bane of my existence. But like Smash Ultimate during the COVID era, I played that game with friends like 10 hours per day, and I never got bored. You know, I guess it's a lot harder to get bored of a game when you play with friends than when you play it by your own, on your own, I mean. Very true. And even though, like, when I didn't play with friends, when I was just playing on my own on Smash for Wii U, somehow didn't get bored of the game. And I like played it every single day. Like, got home from school, and I didn't stop playing Smash Wii U until like I went to sleep. And that was because Smash 4's online was actually good. Smash Ultimate really demotivated me to play online. Hi Celestial. Hey, Super Meat Boy time, yep. Finally getting a little break from Celeste. Taking a break from a really ridiculous hard platformer with another ridiculously hard platformer. I forgot how great the music in this game is. That's true. The music in Super Meat Boy is absolute banging. How did that hit me? What? Okay, I disagree with that one. Yeah, why not? I was gonna say, well, I said earlier that this game is not as difficult as Celeste, but the physics and the mechanics and the stuff are really making me disagree with my own statement. Any luck with 7BG? Oh yeah, I beat it like a week ago. And I also recently beat 8A, which definitely took a lot shorter. Finally free from that torture called 7B Golden. Congratulations, thank you. 40 hours of pain, but it was all worth it in the end. Really deserve it? Oh, thank you. This game is not as hard as it could be. I mean, it could have a rule of, you know, just to make people even more frustrated. There could be like a rule of you have to beat every single level in order from 1 to 20, and you're only allowed to use Meat Boy. You're not allowed to switch characters. It's like knowing Edmund, he definitely could have added that, but he didn't, and I'm very thankful for that. game cracks knuckles, bet. Just intentionally glitching to make everything more difficult for me, dude. Celeste wouldn't treat me like this. So I think you're right, Super Meat Boy Celeste difficulty-wise. The only difference is that I don't think it has an equivalent to Farewell Golden. Unless currently Darkside Deathless is worse than I imagined. No, from what I heard, it's not that bad. Compared to Farewell Golden, obviously, it's not that bad. But it's still very difficult. I exploded on mid-air, dude. Yeah, never mind what I said. I need to beat 20, 15, 16, and 17 before I'm able to move on to the easy stuff. Tofu's Triumph beat the whole game deathless with Tofu in one sitting. Oh god. Now that would be a challenge though. It doesn't have absurd modded levels? That's true. Well, I don't know, there may be some mods out there that I haven't heard of. But obviously modded levels in Super Meat Boy are super short in comparison to Celeste's modded levels. Like the average length of a Super Meat Boy level is like between 20 to 50 seconds long. And there are some that can be beaten in like 5 seconds. You suck. This one level is a lot more frustrating than I anticipated. Just because those freaking blocks don't want to break. For there to be anything relative to top tier difficulties less mods, it will need to be filled with frame perfect and pixel perfect stuff. Yeah, it's a good thing that Super Meat Boy doesn't have any dashes to do some complicated tech. And the jumping also is not like as complex as Celeste jumping is. Like opening the door for a wide world of possibilities with mods. Or maybe Naija could be an exception, but still. I don't know why I keep failing on this level so much. Why are the balls? Did you see those balls? What? That ball is not supposed to go that far? Horizontal. What? What? No, that was a glitch. I am convinced that was a glitch, and you cannot convince me otherwise. I had to practice quite a bit to get to your level, Super Meat Boy, though. I haven't played this game in a really long time, though. Nothing else it's time to be. Good night and good luck. Okay, Blue. Good night. Hope you have a good sleep, and thank you for stopping by. Hope to see you soon. Take care. Have a good rest. Dancing dinosaur. I haven't played as much though. Let me see my death counter actually. What could it be now? 10,644. Yeah, that checks. Like, I don't know what the deal with that level is, that sometimes those fireballs could like have like the most flaccid throws. Do you think I was so close to beating it earlier, so freaking close. But then my controller decided to drift at the worst possible moment. And now it's lag spiking. Can you stop with the lag spikes, dude? Please? Yeah, definitely Super Meat Boy doesn't have as much complicated tech as Celeste does. Also, that was extremely risky. I don't know why I did that. Playing a model level and I probably have a higher death count than 10,000. Oh jeez. Is it from... What's the name of the mod? I'll just ask instead of trying to guess. My heart is remember, everything will take me around 5k in just that room. Oh jeez. That definitely sounds like a challenge. Why? To think that this achievement is easy in comparison to the other 3 that I have left. It's not from a collab, it's called Singularity Station. It's from the hard list, meaning it's at above Grandmaster. Yeah, it doesn't sound like any kind of level that I will be attempting soon. I like my games vanilla, bro. That was the stupidest thing I have ever done in my entire life. Can you stand on top of the black hole? kidding me, dude? Pretty packages of frosted delights. The room is just around 15 seconds and it's harder than anything in vanilla except Farewell Golden. In fact, I wouldn't say it's harder than Farewell Golden, but it's probably less people capable of doing it. Oh man. Reminds me of those Mario Maker levels, which are like 15 seconds long, or like 10 seconds long or something like that. But they're like insanely difficult. I hate this level. Suffering, oh my goodness. It's okay, so still don't worry. We are suffering together. I'm trying to get this stupid no reason to exist achievement. Well, you're trying to beat Singularity Station. It's a cool name though. Really like the name. That is so bad. The only thing that I like here though is that on the Fairburg, on like 7B, I can clear the hardest levels first and then move on to the easiest stuff for last. The worst part is an extremely difficult dash bounce. There's a deck where you have to do a wall bounce and the right dash within 2 frames of performing, basically cancelling the wall bounce. Oh my goodness. That's a yep. No, I will stay away from it as much as I can for the time being. Thank you. Like, no kidding, the more I learn about Celeste modded levels, the more scared I get. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. It was so obvious, but I still decided to do it. Really? Really? 1 frame away from victory. That wasn't really a frame. But I like to think that it was a frame. I hate these dogs with all my soul. I hate these things more than I hate golden feathers in Celeste. Normally, you just tap dash incredibly quickly, you get yourself stuck, but that dash bounce has a recharge crystal that gives you freeze frames that stops your dash input, so you have to slightly delay the dash. Make sure to not buffer the wall bounce. It's not so complicated that I have to have a whole discussion with Celeste Pros on Discord. It's preceded by a spring cancel that gives you variable height too, so it's hell. I understood like 60% of that, but I can definitely tell it sounds like hell. So yeah, best of luck with that one room. As of now, I will just stay with my little vanilla moveset of jumping and running. Really? My hardest thing ever. It definitely sounds like it will be my hardest thing ever if I ever decided to attempt it. Okay. I freaking finally did the bottom row, now I just need to clear the rest of the levels without dying. No big deal. Is there a hair in my hand? No. Platform killed me! What? This game is so bad, dude. This game is actual garbage. The platform killed me just by touching it? I hate this game so much, dude. Why is it so freaking glitchy? You getting close yet? I have been 2 levels away from winning. That's my PB. 18 levels. And it was the worst thing ever because in that attempt that's where I died due to my controller drifting. Damn, yep. Nothing you can do other than just say, damn. and just keep moving on with your life. Okay. What happens if I do this? If I can just go over. I can just go over. Why am I not going over? Okay. I'm trying so hard to not diss this game because it's like the pioneer of indie games, indie platformers as a whole. It's just so bad. Like, if Celeste, it's a beautiful ceramic statue, this game is like a statue made of clay. I don't understand. I don't understand why I die there. Like, am I not jumping high enough? Am I jumping too soon? What am I doing wrong? That's another thing that I hate. If I press, like, if I'm running full speed towards one direction and I want to press jump and then like look in the opposite direction, if I press the opposite direction a single frame before pushing the jump button, I just come to a stop completely and then end up looking in the opposite direction, and just like thrown off immediately, and it's so bad, dude. I feel like I'd struggle with this more than Vanilla Golems because it's less deterministic. So less it's easier to play exactly the same and get expected results. So well practiced Golden is like a rhythm game, pretty much. It's like there's a lot of little details in Celeste that make it, you know, actually fun to play. Like if the gameplay aspect was the same as this thing, there will be stuff like, you know, dashing. Like if you want to dash to the left while looking right, it will be like you accidentally dashed to the right because you pressed left one single frame after pressing the dash button. But that doesn't happen in Celeste. It's way more lenient and way more forgiving. Super Meat Boy got me to the John Restless, made me an addict. I definitely owe to... Sorry about that. Definitely owe to Celeste the patience that I have with difficult games nowadays. See, this is what I mean. I pushed left a single frame before pushing jump, and that happened. Sorry, right. Yeah, we take the leniency and abuse it to create pure evil. As long as it's, you know, responsive evil, and you feel in control of the game at all times, I think it's justified, probably. Like double dream gems, oh my goodness. Because, you know, it's... one doesn't want to be mean to Super Meat Boy because it's, you know, the pioneer of indie games, indie platformers. But that doesn't mean we're gonna look past its flaws. Like, for example, Super Mario Bros., which is like the pioneer of 2D platformers. The game has a ton of flaws. It's definitely way better than most of the NES games at its time. But like, playing it nowadays is just... it doesn't feel good to play. Especially when Mario Maker exists. Hollow Knight is also another platformer Metroidvania that also feels really good to play and really responsive in a lot of aspects. Played Sonic 2 a while ago, it felt like moving a pile of bricks. It's funny. You know how you get like, what? What? Hello? Am I soft locked? Are you actually kidding me? I cannot move, I cannot get to the mid. This game just keeps adding stuff to make me hate it. Dude, I had 3 out of the 6 levels cleared. Why would you do this to me? Hollow Knight feels good, yeah, although to me it feels very weird because that's just how ingrained Celeste at this point. Yay, not like this. Not like this. And all my progress is gone. all my progress being 3 levels. That sort of thing doesn't happen in Celeste. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, not 3. My 3 levels that took so much effort to clear. Gone forever. You know, I really like Hollow Knight in the boss fights aspect. I feel like they did a super good job at making all the bosses feel unique and fun to fight. Like, none of them feel repetitive or like it's just more of the same thing. Of course. I haven't played a lot of boss rush games, but in the bosses aspect, I feel Cuphead will always be my goat. It happened again. I always find it funny when there's people like debating on whether Cuphead or Hollow Knight is harder. So the answer is like pretty obvious. Pretty bad at Cuphead. It just takes a lot of practice. Like, once you have all the patterns of the bosses down, it's pretty easy to beat like most of the bosses first try. I used to speedrun Cuphead a long time ago, and when I get my new computer, I really want to get back into the speedrunning Cuphead scene. Obviously not aiming to get like a world record or anything super competitive, but Cuphead is just one of those games that it feels good to speedrun. It's because I'm not good at tracking multiple objects on screen and editing my movement to it. Same reason I'm meh at Hollow Knight. Yeah, it's just something that takes a lot of time and practice to be able to perform. It feels like to be pretty. It feels good to be pretty decent at something. As with everything in life, feels good to be really good at something, no matter what it is. No matter how niche or specific it is, being good at something will always feel good no matter what. Okay, finally. that was a close one. I waited so long for that garbage to happen, dude. What even was there? Like, there's no justification for that. That was just me being bad at the game. Come on, I pushed jump. So we're gonna jump into Firebird Golden once you go back to Celeste. Well, first I need to clear the 2 other golden berries I have left, which are 8B and 8C. But after that, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get into Fireball. But before that, I need to get my new computer. Need to get those 144 hertz to good use. Also, this is the first time I have ever died on this level, I think. Are you serious? Oh, plot twist, I'm still bad at the rest of the levels, so I probably would have died anyway. What? There's a specific level in Strawberry Jam that has great skill overlap with Farewell. It's a bit funny to just jump into the expert level without doing the easier stuff. And I want to leave mods for after. Oh my goodness. Yeah, mods will just be like in the backseat for now. My favorite level in this world. My actual favorite level in here is none of them. I hate them all equally. Why can't they make the hitboxes for the keys a little bigger? Your favorite goal that just feels unconquerable though? It's not a bad idea to train, otherwise it can just be torturous to just be stuck there forever. I'll see. I'll see all when the time comes. Everything in due time. It works for you though, it's called Metal in the Bubble, if ever. It's a cute name. Metal in the Bubble. Reminds me of Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls. And Bubbles from Lilo and Stitch too. And you know what, might as well. Does it have any dash bounces? Ooh. That makes my bubble. Expert only has semi-evil stuff. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with semi-evil stuff for now. The evil stuff can be left for later. That was a glitch. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat the rest of the level with that platform, so I might as well play it safe. What is that? What? What is this piece of garbage game? This game is so bad, I hate it. I absolutely despise this game in every aspect imaginable. What? I wasn't even close to that lava. I wasn't even close. No, no, no. I want to see that again. I want to see that again. Why do I die by hitting not even the lava? Actually not even hitting the lava. Yeah, beating 7BG puts you at a low expert level even without any mod experience. Ooh. Oh, that's nice to hear. So like you're telling me that not only I have to play well, but I also have to pray that the game doesn't decide to kill me by some random glitch. Good game design, guys. Good game design. I bet reverse tech isn't too bad for you, right? Reverse tech? Isn't that like dashing one way and then jumping the opposite way to get like a lot more distance? Reverse super. Okay, yeah. I did that in 5A. I chose the wrong character. I'm so distracted. I did that in 5A Golden to skip the section where I have to grab 2 keys. Yeah, doing a reverse super I can jump above the spikes and just skip all of that. Yeah, skip is great. Like, it's not that difficult to do, but it feels so satisfying to do every time. Distracted. I don't like being distracted. Hold up. In all honesty, I don't even know why I bother doing these levels, because I know I'm gonna die in the next one. Or in the next one. Or in the next one. Okay, I'll stop talking. Just please don't glitch. Please don't glitch. Please. Wait. I knew it. Always a 50-50 if I die there or not. I'm just at the game's mercy. I hate it a lot, I hate it a lot. I hate that a random number generator decides whether I die or not on every single level that has a platform. Time to pray again for the game to not glitch randomly, I guess. That was close. Game, please don't kill me by just standing on the platform. Puta madre! Why did I rush? Why did I rush? Not even gonna bother. Dude, what is wrong with me? Like, actually. still feel like I'm not done complaining about every single thing that's wrong with this game. By the way. Like spikes, please stop that. Okay. So freaking nervous. Okay, I'm done with my room for the night. I'm ready 3 tomorrow. Yay! Ah, congrats. Learn a few things. Oh, what did you learn? The making process. Where's reverse hyper into ultra? Works very vividly the ultra bit, no idea why. Oh, interesting. Nope. Okay. Alright, normal people don't know what a reverse hyper into ultra is. Yep. Sorry, I'm not familiar with that concept. Okay, calm down everybody. Hold your horses. That was the last jump. That was the last jump. And I would have been done with it. I should have just quit to the menu. If I had quit to the menu when I... That's all I had to do, man. If I had quit to the menu when I bunked into that block, I would have been fine. You do reverse hyper, immediately cancel into a down diagonal dash. Oh, okay. I imagine what it looks like now. Yeah, that hurts. It's whatever. Nothing you can do but say that sucks and move on with your life. Of course. Dude, what's up with those flaccid throws? I literally died pixels away from winning. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. That's why I didn't bother with 19. What the f— Why? Almost 3 hours of attempts. And to think this is the easiest one of the 4 I have left. Bruh. Bro, I love getting killed by the platform. I fucking love getting killed by the platform for absolutely no reason. This game is very well designed. This is not 7BG. At least it's not 7BG indeed. At least it's not 9 minutes long. But still, I hate this game way more than I could ever hate Celeste. Although maybe that will change with Farewell Golden. Can't remember if I did level 20. I'm going to assume I did. So I don't feel like doing it. And if I didn't, well, that sucks. This game is garbage! Why do I get killed by just standing on the platform? What sense does that make? Like, what kind of line in the code? It says if the player lands on the platform when it's moving in this specific frame, it just dies, you know, just because it just dies. Yep. I will never love Super Meat Boy. Absolutely nothing can make me think it's a good platformer. Why am I even playing these levels? And that is RNG. That is literally RNG. The dock didn't activate when it was supposed to activate, even though I did the exact same thing I always do in this level. Bro, I need a break. I need a break. Hold up. This game is stressing me out so much. I need a break to go to the bathroom and drink some water. I'll be right back. What's up? I am back. Yeah, I saw the first 3 minutes of the video, Celestial, and I did not understand a single thing that happened in there. Like, it just the only thing I can say about the video is that Patsunamiko skin is cute, I think. Like, first half is only green Grandmaster. Yeah, it's just no. I feel my brain just kind of melted watching that. You're saying it's not your next level? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put that one in the back for now. I'm probably gonna have to shelve that one, and maybe I'll take a look at it in maybe a few years, depending on how everything goes. Everything goes right, I might have the necessary skill to beat it in like 2030. $2029 if we're optimistic enough. No, I'm so dumb. I saw that freaking melt was there. Why did I jump? Why did I jump there? Enough skill and 15,000 deaths. Exactly. Just 15,000 deaths under the bag. And then I may just have enough. May just have what it takes to beat it. No, I didn't see that other freaking man. Big one for you will be the Dexter you need. We'll see about that. We'll see when the time comes. Because this freaking stupid garbage made with the feet game. How was the collision with the platforms programmed? Like, did Emma just stick the keyboard up his butt and whatever came up, that's what he added or something? Why is it so bad? develop it over time. I wish the platform collision things in this game also develop over time. You know what's also developed over time? A good and playable game. Very much unlike the one I'm playing right now. I can't believe someone would play Celeste, would play Hollow Knight, and would I was inside Bandage Girl. I was inside Bandage Girl. You see the sprite? Half of my Bandage Girl was overlapping half of my sprite, and it still didn't count as me winning. No, I cannot believe people could play Celeste, could play Hollow Knight, could even play VVVVVV, and still decide that Super Meat Boy is their favorite platformer. What is wrong with them? I'm sorry, but even hardcore Super Meat Boy fans, sooner or later they have to admit that this is not a good game. I'm being too mean, but it's just, it has so many freaking flaws. Yeah, Super Meat Boy is great for the time. I mean, yeah, I'm not denying that. It was definitely great for 2010. So let's just supersedes it. It's just, you know, the game was definitely transcendent for 2010. The difference is, we're not in 2010 anymore. And this game is just what I would classify as trash. This game is such a buggy mess. And like, the creator just has the audacity to add deathless achievements. That's the part I hate the most. 8 out of 10 not enough ultras. So far, like as of right now, I think this is definitely my least favorite game that I have played. Definitely my most hated game, right behind Security Breach, Five Nights at Freddy's. Ultras are the super elongated and fast down diagonals you were seeing. Oh, they feel so awesome. You know, when I cleared 8A, I said it at the end, For style points, I'm gonna ultra of the heart, and I didn't even wasn't even close to getting the ultra, and it was like so embarrassing when looking the VOD. I was like so confident that I had ultra it. This is not good RNG. Bad RNG, but I managed. I can't do stuff like that and go back to a regular platformer. I agree. Oh, no, but yeah. Ultras are much easier if you don't have a dash because you can buffer them. Yeah, that's what I supposedly was trying to do, but I failed miserably. This doesn't work in core, it's extra hard. Oh well, at the end of 8A, you get your dash back by by bonking into the heart. I don't know what I was thinking. What I was thinking. Oh, and core is a 1 frame input? I think in the normal ones, like when you don't get your dash back until you either switch screen or grab a crystal. Such an annoying mechanic though. I still need getting used to. I've seen Celeste gods fail them. Oh jeez. I thought they would be like a lot easier. I mean, they look easy on video, but that's everything with Celeste. Everything looks easy until you try to do it yourself. Well, except for the video you sent to me. That one doesn't look easy at all. Also, I almost died. Bro. This. So imagine how hard a level looks hard is. Just insanity. Why am I doing this? I'm gonna fail in the next level. Just wasting my time here. I mean, I'm really hoping that 8B doesn't take me as long as 7B did. Or 6B for that matter. Six B also almost made me cry. I didn't have a good time with that level. I guess that probably won. The hardest rooms are mainly in the middle of 8B. Okay, so Thankfully it won't have the most insanely difficult stuff at the very end like 7B did. If you strat fine enough, you'll manage. Okay. I'll make sure to look at all the clear videos I can and also come up with my own strats if that seems the most reasonable thing to do. What the freak? Ew, ew, ew. That is disgusting. There's a freaking bug in my leg. Hold up, my cycles are off. You saw it? That wasn't me holding left. That was the game. I mean, my controller drifting. No, 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 not risking it. Okay. Beginning to Freyren really? Lately? What's Freyren? I feel like I've heard that name before. somewhere. It's an anime. Oh, is it like an anime about like magic? Or am I just thinking of something that has nothing to do with it? Yes, 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 yes! I did it! I did it! I freaking did it! Oh my gosh, yes! Yes, finally! Whew. I was... I didn't want to fail in that part again. Oh man, I'm freaking done with it. Finally. What's my final death count? 10,743. Yeah, makes sense. Hey, does have that? Yeah, finally. Oh, it feels so good to have that done. But yeah, I'm not really that much into anime. I don't watch a lot of anime. The last one I watched was Dandadan. Just because a friend of mine recommended it. I think a new season just came out actually. Yeah, Freya and I've seen like a bit of fan art around, but I haven't actually seen anything about the actual anime. But oh my goodness, that took 3 hours and 20 minutes. Not too long, but also a little longer than I would have liked. Anyway, so the only ones I have left are the Rapture, Dark Rapture. I just know it's gonna be absolute hell. Like Dark Rapture is just awful in general. And of course the Cotton Alley, both the Light Cotton Alley and the Dark Cotton Alley. These ones are gonna take so freaking long as well. Oh man. Oh wait, let me check. Yeah, I forgot this exists. The soundtrack changed for 2015. I don't know why. I don't know why they decided to change the soundtrack. But I greatly prefer the 2010 soundtrack. Like the 2015 version of the Cotton Alley is just so bad. I hate it. I hate everything about it. The 2010 was so much better. When I played it on the Switch, there wasn't an option to change the soundtrack. It was just permanently locked into the 2015 one. But anyway, I have it done. And I think that is going to be all for today. I don't know if next stream I'm also gonna do another Super Meat Boy stream or if I'm gonna switch back to Celeste. I will see, depending on how much practice I have on 8B and on Dark Rapture. Let's see, or maybe I will do the Cotton Alley first. I don't know. Let's see. Alright, good night Celestial. Thank you so much for stopping by, and best of luck on the blah 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 blah. I cannot speak. Best of luck on Singularity Station. Hopefully you will make a lot more progress tomorrow, and you will have it done soon, just like I got 7B done. Enough practice and persistence, anything is possible. Yeah, anyway, good night everybody. Hope you have a great, amazing rest of your night, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Take care. Good night. See you next time.